Hey there, everybody. Welcome to Feel It Friday. I wanted to share an analogy with you today that I have had for years and years and years. I actually put it in the book that I co-authored, Do It Anyway, back in 2020. We released it in 2021, and I just loved writing that book. I was so proud of that book. And one of the things that I talk about in it is how your team is like a ski resort. I live in Utah. If you don't know this about me, I live in Draper, Utah. I was born and raised in California, but I spent first through fifth grade here in Utah as well. My mom was born and raised here. And so when my parents got divorced, I came to live in Utah first through fifth grade. And then she moved to Taiwan. She's a flight attendant and she wanted to go there. And so I went back to live in California with my dad after those 5 years. And I grew up skiing when I lived here, like every single weekend. I'm an only child, and she would take me skiing. We lived 20 minutes from a ski resort called Alta. And then we lived 45 minutes from a ski resort called Deer Valley. So every single Saturday and Sunday, we would be up on the slopes, very first ride, first chair, and then we'd be the last people coming off the mountain. And when I started doing network marketing, I started thinking about how and noticing how different people on my team showed up at different times of the year. And as a new network marketer, you might miss this. You might not see this rhythm of your team. So I want to point it out today and offer you this analogy because it's almost time for the ski resorts to open up here in Utah. They open at Thanksgiving Day if there's enough snow. And if there's not enough snow, they typically use snow machines like snowmakers to create artificial snow so that they can still open by Thanksgiving. And what I noticed is that in a ski resort, if you live in Utah year round, you know this, but in a ski resort, the ski resorts have figured out a way to utilize the resort even when there's no snow. In the summertime, there's hiking and all these beautiful wildflowers come out. We have these things called the alpine slides that you can go and you can race down them. It's so much fun. And it's just like a giant metal slide and you get on a little chair. If you're coming to the VIP event, next July on the 27th. And if you're staying for the Beyond the Rank live event, which you get for free if you're a VIP and elite member. But if you come and you make a weekend out of it, there's so many fun things to do in Utah. So put going on the Alpine slides as one of your activities that you want to do next time because it is the best. And I love doing that growing up. So there's lots of things to do in the mountains. You literally take the chair lifts up and then you take the alpine slide down. So there's so many fun things to do in the summer if there's no snow. And there's some people that don't like to ski. Like I grew up skiing, but I don't really ski anymore because I don't like to be cold. I'd much rather just go sit in the lodge and put my kids in ski school so they can learn this skill, but I don't want to be skiing most of the time. Sometimes I will, but it's just not my favorite thing to do on a weekend because I like to sleep in. I don't want to get up early. And so I started noticing that I became like a summer hiker. Like I like to go up in the mountains and do these fun activities in the summer, but I don't necessarily like to ski, but I do like to go and sit in the lodge. And I noticed that there's a lot of people like that. There's some people that only ski. They don't like to hike. They just want to ski. So they show up right when the resorts have the first flake of snow, right? They open at Thanksgiving. Those people are there. They're skiing from Thanksgiving until it closes down in April. And then you have other people that are just waiting for the warmth of summer before they go up and enjoy the mountains. And then there's the other people that only come up and they wear a cute little outfit and they sit in the lodge and they drink hot chocolate and they socialize with the skiers as they come in and out from the mountain. And I started realizing this is exactly like my team. I have people that only show up when there are a pair of Nikes to earn, or a watch, or an iPad, or a convention contest, or a leaders retreat contest, or whatever it is. They only show up because they want to come and socialize at those things. Or they might be someone that doesn't even work. They say they want to build a business, but really they just want to come to the little team gatherings at my house once a month. I don't do them once a month as consistently now, but And now I'm more quarterly because I have my leaders that are doing those once a month at their house. So, but they want to come to like those house parties or those sip and sees, but they don't ever want to bring anyone and they don't ever want to sign anyone up and they don't really ever want to work a business, but they say they want to work a business, but all they really want to do is just come and feel part of the community, right? Those are your ski bunnies. Your people that just want to work for a contest are like your hikers or your skiers that only want to do those things in that season, right? Like if you have your people that only work for the summer contest because they want to win the shopping spree, those are your hikers. Those are your summer people. And then you have your people that only want to work for a convention contest. Those are your skiers. They're like, I want to earn the gala or whatever it is in your company that they do like in the first quarter of the year, like whatever contest is from January 1st until, like April 30th or whatever. Those are your skiers. And then you have your people like me and possibly like you. I ski, I hike, not in actuality. This is an analogy. I ski, I hike, and I like to sit in the lodge and drink hot chocolate, right? I'm a year-round worker. And I spent a lot of years in the beginning of my network marketing business where I was upset and irritated and bothered with my people that just wouldn't be year-round with me because they don't like to hike or they don't like to ski or they just like to sit in the lodge. And what I finally figured out is that when I allowed them to join in and participate in the way that they wanted to join in and participate, and then I stopped spending all of my time being bothered about how they didn't want to do it my way, but loving and embracing them for the way they want to do it, then I was able to spend my time going out and recruiting people for those specific seasons that had a gap. So if you have people that only work during the contests or only work for a little prize, love them when they show up to do that. Be so excited about it. Like, yes, you know exactly who to message. Like, I know exactly who to message. When a new contest comes up, I'm like, oh my gosh, guess what? Mindy, there's Nikes this month. If you sign up 3 people, you're going to earn a pair of custom Nikes. What do you think? I immediately thought of you. And she was like, yep, I'm in. Instead of being irritated with her that she only works for those types of things, I get excited because I know she's going to work with me this month and I get to enjoy her and I get to engage with her and I get to spend time with this long lost friend of mine that I only see once or twice a year when there's something fun to work for or whatever they do, right? It's like coming home and seeing a friend you haven't seen in a while. I just want to offer to you that if you will give your team the space to love engaging with the business, how they love doing it, whether they're a hiker, a skier, a ski bunny, or someone that works year round, love them, appreciate them, value them, get excited for them, spend less of your time criticizing them and wishing they were something that they aren't, so that you can spend time recruiting people in to work in the seasons that those people don't want to work. The way you do that is you consistently show up and recruit in new people, and you go ahead and just sort through them until you find people that are going to work throughout the year for you on and off. This way, you don't have to get upset. You don't have to be disappointed. You don't have to be irritated or judge people when they come and go. You expect it. Of course they're not working right now. I never planned on them working year round. Those are my people that only show up for convention contest. Of course they don't want to participate right now. They only work in the summer for the shopping spree. I can't wait till next year when I get to work with them again. This is the beauty of network marketing. This is the beauty of your team being seasonal. This is why you, as a year-long worker, get the best job ever which is seeing all the different moving parts, the people that come, the people that go, noticing the rhythms of your team when they come, when they go, so that when you feel a lull, you know that's your time to lean in and bring in those new people to fill those gaps, so that the longer you do this, I'm 7 years in now, I never have a lull. If for some reason I have a little bit of like a dip, I know that's my turn to go and recruit in a new person and get them to the top 3 ranks of my company throughout the next year, right? It becomes this fun game, so that instead of signaling that there's a problem, you signal yourself with, oh, this is when I get to go recruit someone new. Oh, this is when I get to find someone that's loving their products that I've missed because I was so focused on helping someone else, right? It doesn't, because your team has stopped working, because your team has slowed down, it doesn't mean there's a problem. It could just mean that you have one season that are shifting out and a new season that's shifting in. And it's in your consistency as a leader, continuing to fill those gaps so that one day, years from now, you'll be where I am, which is there are never any gaps, because I have so many people that work in the different seasons that it's like I have a full and complete team working all year round, although that's not actually true. I don't. I have a couple of people, a handful of people that work year round with me. And then I have some that just show up for the hiking, and some that just show up for the skiing, and some that just show up to come to convention. They are all needed. Let's honor all of them. Let's enjoy them when they come. And let's spend our time recruiting in new people all year round, so that we can have a team that feels full and complete, even when we're missing some of our most favorite people alongside of us. All right, you guys, have an amazing weekend. I hope this analogy helps you, and I will see you on the calls next week. Bye now.